Good evening, and welcome back to another stream of AC3 as part of our historical order run, where we play through a bunch of dozen of different games in historical order. And today we're gonna be jumping back into the year 1776, where there's quite a few games happening at the same time in the Assassin's Creed series. Very soon we're gonna jump back into AC Liberation. And then we're also gonna have a whole Unity and Rogue crossover in France, Versailles. So it's gonna happen before the year ends still. But first we got a bunch of side content to do in AC3, including the Homestead and Navy missions. And then we're gonna jump back into Liberation for a few missions. However, before we do that, let me just quickly adjust the CPU affinity for the game. And there we go.
Connor?
Raw materials.
Use your help. Suis-moi. I want to build her a new knife of steel I make special. I know where to get iron, but the mine belongs to the English.
Will it take long to gather?
No. A couple of blasts and I will have what I need. I just need you to stand watch. I will wait for you at the mine. It's not far, just off the property.
Okay, we gotta go ahead and meet him in the frontier here.
Norris, how is the mine? Is there anything worth your time down there?
Most definitely. Copper, Connor, and a healthy amount of it.
Excellent. I am glad. I've been meaning to ask, is Norris a common French name?
My real name is not Norris. It's Maurice.
But you told me...
I did. When I arrived in Boston, people started calling me Norris. And I got tired of correcting them all the time. Just before we met, I had been talking with that lady at the pub. She said she liked my name, Norris. I decided to stick with it.
Would you prefer I called you by your real name?
Nah. Everybody here knows me as Norris, Miriam included. Names can change, but people stay the same. Isn't that right? Connor?
Very true.
Connor's realization. He's like, hold on. He's got a point. Hello there, Assertive. Welcome in. And thank you so much for the lurk. Hope you enjoy your dinner. Hope it's gonna be something delicious.
Salut, Connor.
Okay, let's check on the Brotherhood here. So we liberated Rhode Island now. Let's work on South Carolina next. Viper in Camden. Another Templar threat has emerged in the Patriot Army. Johanne de Kalb is posturing himself for promotions into high-ranking positions. His column approaches Bedouins in Camden. Find him once the fighting starts and silence him. Caddo Creek. John Boyd is acting on behalf of the Templars, marching a loyalist militia to British-occupied Augusta. Intercept the column and bring Boyd down. Let's work on North Carolina next here. Moores Creek. An inexperienced battalion of North Carolina militiamen are set to stand against a large force of British regulars. Some clever tactics would help to push the encounter in favor of the Patriots, something the Templars do not want. Okay, so this is not available yet for us. 45% is a bit low. I mean, we could try it, but apart from that, we could just go ahead and kind of like strengthen our influence in cities we have taken over. Let's do this then. Medicine Men. Patriot and regular forces alike are short on doctors. Treat wounded men whenever you can. Hello there, Serkat. Welcome in. Good evening. Oh yes, I get. Very nice. So how's the game running on your system? I heard it's quite demanding. Or I guess poorly optimized, yeah. But yeah, that's the thing with PC gaming sometimes, you know, like developers don't always do the best ports for PC, or maybe even the best optimized games in general. So it's often down to the users to kind of like fine-tune the game and the settings. Thankfully, there's like lots of resources online to kind of like get some insights into how demanding and visually impairing some settings might be. Hello Verdex, welcome in dude. And good day to you. Yeah, playing some more AC3. Working our way closer to the beginning of Unity with young Arno. It's still gonna happen in this year. How's your day going? Oh, very nice, Dex. That sounds great. Great way to finish the workday for sure. Definitely hope you enjoy and that the last hour goes by quick. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is definitely a good looking game. Almost as good looking as that Leap of Fail there. Ah, that's right, Dex. I kind of forgot about tomorrow being Thanksgiving. That's really nice. Having a good extended weekend. Are you gonna get a classic Thanksgiving feast? With like turkey and everything? Is that a similar German holiday? Well, we don't celebrate it for the same reason necessarily. I guess the historical, background is quite different, but we have something called yeah, like Thanksgiving, like giving thanks to the, how do you say? Let me Google it real quick. For the harvest. That's the word I was looking for. So that's like usually around September, October time, I think. It's more like a Christian feast too, like, yeah, it's more like a Christian holiday, I guess. It's not even a holiday, it's like just something they celebrate, I guess. As part of like Christian church. So yeah, it's like not really very much focused on like consuming food either, but more like displaying the harvest and kind of like giving thanks for it, I guess. But yeah, it's quite different to the American Thanksgiving.
Connor?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always nice to have a reason to kind of like celebrate.
I need to prepare some explosive. My guess is the bang will bring some unhappy English.
No doubt. I had best prepare some things myself.
Looks like you have a little time.
Mega consume, mega consume, mega consume, mega consume, mega consume.
It's a lot of mega consumes. Lex, thank you so much, dude, for the 5 months of Prime resubbing. Thank you, dude, for choosing me this month for Prime.
Somebody's in
Cheers, Dex, I really appreciate it. Thank you for that. What the heck, Sackett? It doesn't? That's really odd. That should just be a standard feature, really. Citizen.
I think they are coming.
Hautevert Citizen. Hello, Vaora. Welcome in. And good day to you. Yeah, I can imagine Sackhead. You know, like, yeah, sometimes you want to have VSync off if you have like another kind of like sync technology in like your, you know, monitor or something, but you know, most screens aren't like that, so VSync is kind of like necessary. Oh yeah, Dex, I'd definitely be interested in playing the remake when it launches, like in general. But yeah, it could be one of those things where it might have to kind of like take a backseat because there's like other, you know, kind of like projects that I'm kind of like having a more high priority on. So I'm not sure if it's something I have to like play immediately, but it definitely is something in general that I would want to play. But I would probably have to wait a bit. Because right now I just take any time I have really for the historical order run. Since there's still, you know, quite a few games to go through. But I wouldn't mind in general like playing it shortly after having played the original. Because it would still be like a new experience, I reckon. How exciting is what Leonardo da Vinci would say. Well, that's what all the rumors at least are saying, Sackett. Like, everyone talks about it as a remake, not a remaster. And something that has been in development a long time. Like, the remaster usually didn't really have that much of a track record. They were just kind of like launched, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely highly anticipated to be an actual remake. But there's not like anything, I think, official from Ubisoft, you know, confirming it yet. But supposedly it might launch until the second quarter of 2026 or something. Like by the end of the first, maybe. So it's very likely that at the start of the year we might get some extra information about it. Oh yeah, Aura. Yeah, the combat music in this game is quite a bit dramatic and really intense. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, it's one of those things you should always take with a grain of salt. Because there's definitely a lot of, you know, potential fake rumors being spread just for information. And like attention.
Got everything! Time to go!
Alrighty, that's done. I guess, you know, you can now technically get the knife be made. But that requires Big Dave, a blacksmith, to be with the Homestead, and we haven't gotten him yet. But we soon will recruit him though. The things he makes you do for his crush, no kidding. We're even crushing caves just to get him to get to his crush. But yeah, Connor's definitely the best wingman you could ask for. sleeping in Sugar Creek. Patriot Officer Thomas Sumter has lost his fighting edge and is rumored to be sleeping through marches and skirmishes. Thus far, he's been fortunate, but as Benastre Tarleton's dragoons descend upon him, his luck will undoubtedly run out. Get there and set him straight before he and his men fall to Tarleton's quarter. Or maybe he could just start making his own luck. Savannah. Major General Robert Howe is set to challenge Archibald Kempo's regulars who have landed in Savannah. Howe has been connected to the Templars, and his current plan of action has not been approved by Commander Washington. Get to Savannah and unhinge Howe's plan. Indeed, make your own luck, and lucky you shall be. Ah yeah, and that unlocks the next Homestead mission, which will be for Big Dave here. But while I'm down here, let me go ahead and do some collecting of treasures. I could need the money and more recipes and stuff. That's weird. There's like guards on the minimap, but there's no guards here. Now they spawned. Makes sense. No worries, Aura. Catch you when you get back. And also be right back myself.
Get to the chopper!
Alright. Hello there, Coffee Ton, welcome in. At least for the Colonial games, I definitely will. And I plan on doing it for Unity and Syndicate, I think, at this point. Probably. I haven't fully decided yet what I'm actually gonna do with like Syndicate, for instance, exactly, but it will probably be quite similar in its approach, like focusing on, you know, history and like doing a lot of side missions and stuff. And yeah, doing like nature exploration by not fast traveling too much. But it's not something I'm applying to like all the games that aren't Assassin's Creed. So yeah, for like other games, you know, I might not do that, especially for like first playthroughs. Hello there, Dr. Darling. Welcome in. Time for another late stream. Late stream. It's like just past 7 p.m. here. But yeah, that's pretty much in the middle of the night, isn't it? Yeah, if I would be applying that to all the games, you know, that would be quite the time adding, because already in this game, you know, I'm adding a lot of time by not fast traveling. So it's definitely not something I would like to do with like every game I'm playing necessarily. Hello there, Oliver. Welcome in, dude. Good evening. Ahoy, Assassino. For some of us old folk, that's past our bedtime. Yeah, 7 p.m. It's only unacceptable to go bedtime if you have to work like super early in the morning. Or if you have like kids or something.
Requiescat in pace.
Did somebody die? Or why did Ezio say Requiescat in pace? The request got patches for our old folks going to bed early. That crying sound makes me almost feel bad for the guy. General Winter always either helps or kills you. It's either or. Yeah, that's the thing with Connor, you know, he literally is a one-man army. Okay, let's stop messing with this dude. Then we're covered in blood splatters. That's a true Psycho move. Psycho Lexus would be proud of that. Now loot all of them. Or be truly greedy. That's something that Psycho Garrett would have done. He couldn't miss out on a few bucks. That's the reason he sold out Siri to Amir. So if one is like not excited at all and 69 is like super excited Dex, then probably a 2. What about you? I mean, I learned from the best Oliver. Holly McGuire was a great teacher. Yeah, can't really say I'm like overly excited for it. I mean, in a way it's nice that, you know, Mirage is getting more content, I guess. I'm not too much of a fan of the whole thing that, you know, it's kind of like an advertisement for like tourism in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Perhaps a bit wrong that Assassin's Creed is used for that. And the Attack on Titan, I mean, I never really watched much Attack on Titan, so I wouldn't really say that I'm really into it, nor is it, I don't know, I feel like crossovers are something of like, you know, more of a modern game trend nowadays, you know, with like Fortnite and all of that. It seems like Assassin's Creed is wanna like chime in on that. Also with a Dead by Daylight crossover and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. They reason it with like animus glitches and stuff, but to me it's like nothing that adds anything noteworthy to the Assassin's Creed series. It's just using the name of Assassin's Creed to chauvin like other franchises. So yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't really say I'm like excited for either of them. Yeah, how do I get to this treasure. It's about 50 for Mirage and 70 for the AC Shadow stuff. You love Attack on Titan, and you know nothing about either of the content drops, you could end up disappointed, but you like to avoid spoilers. That's totally fair, and it's good to get into it with an open mind. But yeah, I mean, if you're like a fan of the, you know, series, then it'd definitely be interesting to see how, you know, I kind of like work out a crossover between the two games. But yeah, I have to say, like, the only thing I'm currently looking forward to, honestly, with Assassin's Creed is Hexe. And that's because the studio behind it is like one of the OG teams for Assassin's Creed. And I don't know, from what we know so far, it's quite different as well. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I can't really say anything about the story because I haven't played or looked up much of it. I have followed up on Reddit for that I guess some people were really enjoying the story and found it to be quite emotional, I guess. So definitely has, you know, appealed to some people.
Thank you.
But yeah, for me it's more about like why the DLC happened, I guess. And the reason it's kind of coming out as a free DLC is because Saudi Arabia is going out of its pocket to, you know, fund it completely. And I don't know, for me it's a bit ironic that, you know, Assassin's Creed is serious about kind of like injustice against humans. It's being used to do advertisements for a country who's not really big on human rights. Hello, Vadobador, welcome in. And how's it going? But yeah, for sure, Dex, let me know. Would be good to know if it's like worthwhile for the story.
So, what can I do for you, Mynheer?
All German guys sound alike. That's true. Not even a lie. Okay, let's restock on some resources here. Hello there, Afro. Welcome in. You didn't miss any naval stuff yet today. We've only done like a bit of Homestead stuff. But right now we're just walking around the frontier a bit and doing some collecting. So I didn't really miss much. Okay, let's make some deer jerky. And also some jagged hair. Actually, no. That costs even more. Yeah, so it's really like independent from what you're doing. If you assign like the same artisans twice or more than 2 times, then you're not gonna be able to get the same price. We can make insect repellent. Never mind. I'm actually missing that. Gotta stock up for the summertime here. But yeah, it's gonna be everything we will be doing here. But yeah, I think my convoy here is permanently stuck and glitched. It still hasn't returned and it probably never will. Oh yeah, I can definitely guess, Afro. I did have the same issue the last time I tried to go for the whole encyclopedia of a common man. Like he was doing anything but any activity for the miners. But that could also depend a little bit on when exactly you're gonna do it. It could be that towards the end of the game he's doing like less of those activities or something. But in this playthrough I made sure to kind of like do it quite early on. And already finish his entry. Without too much trouble. By the other time, you know, he was like eating an apple and like cleaning and taking a dump or something. Anything but like actual activities that miner should be doing more often. Yeah, I guess you could argue ever since he found Miriam, he didn't have any desire for gold anymore. Never too good for gold in the river. That's something you do every day, isn't it, Aura? Look for gold in the river. This is a menu showcasing stream now. It definitely feels like it. Maybe the real good was the girlfriend he made along the way. I know, right? Indeed, Aura. Every time. The same thing. Always a damn river. Oh dear. Ada! Hello, Lucinda. Welcome in. And good day to you. Yeah, AC3 is going pretty good. Carrying on with sequence 8 here and a lot of side content at the moment. But yeah, it's going pretty good. For sure. Getting closer now to the beginning of Unity with young Arno.
Ja, man.
It's still gonna happen in 1776. Or very late, more close to December. How to get to this trinket here?
Ja, man.
Oh damn, Afro. There can be such luck dependent dependency sometimes, you know, with whether or not they're successful. But that's cool that Stefan, you know, finally got out of his shell there. was another entrance here. Didn't see that one. Oh, very nice, Lucinda. That's nice that you can work from home. And yeah, Dex was just talking about it earlier, that you're gonna have Thanksgiving tomorrow. Definitely nice to get a holiday. Do you have like an extended weekend then? Like, do you also have Friday off, or do you have to work that one day? But definitely hope you have a great start into the holiday and that you have a nice, that you can really enjoy it.
Ja, man. Ja, man.
Oh yeah, Afro. That's the so-called German efficiency there. Jakob Zenger is that in person. Hello Vaave, welcome in dude. And good day to you. It's going pretty good. Doing a bit of side content today between the Homestead, the Nevo, and just some collecting and stuff. But yeah, it's going pretty good. How's your day going? Oh, you hate hunting grounds? Yeah, that can also be quite a grind. I haven't really focused on that whatsoever on this playthrough. So I'm definitely missing quite a few like animals to hunt. And some I haven't even hunted whatsoever. But yeah, it can be quite grindy. Ah, gotcha, Lucinda. But that's nice for. It can basically like stay home the entire week. Oh yeah. Tomorrow's good food and mimosas day. I mean, sounds like a plan. And not a bad plan of that. Can I join? Oh, that's an awkward death pose there. We're like intertwined. That's the weirdest 69 I've ever seen. That extra morgue is too big. Yeah, kinda equipped one of the Nevo axes, I think it is. Yeah, like the heavy weapon. Just kinda like mess about with it a bit. It is quite big though. Malakas wolves, yeah. Already nuisance in Odyssey. Yeah, mini games I also didn't like too much, like having to do them. I usually avoid them like the plague in these games. I mean, it should be fine, Aura. Still in time for dinner, for sure. Oh yeah, I definitely get that loose dinner. If there's one thing I can't stand, if you have to listen to the same songs every time. Over and over, like especially with just the same radio station or something, and they play like the same selection of songs every day. And already within that day, there's like repetitions of the same songs. It's like, no, please. And then I also don't really listen to most like, you know, like radio music anyways. So it's like doubly horrible sometimes having to listen to it, like to pop songs and stuff. If they were at least like playing, you know, some decent music. Oh, hell yeah, Ave. That's awesome. Bet you have an extended weekend. And good timing there, so you can binge watch a bit of Stranger Things as well when it comes out. At least the first couple episodes. Also, thank you for the 15 stream streak as well. Boats is the worst game ever conceived. Oh yeah? I didn't even mind that one too much. But it can get on your nerves, for sure. Like, I've definitely been there. I'm not sure if it's 9-Man Norris or something. Like, one of the board games really got on my nerves a lot, though. That I played against Achilles. Exactly, Aura. Should be fine. Definitely worth the food. Yeah, Orlok I definitely didn't mind. I quite enjoyed that game. I like the music and that it was kind of like a bit of a chill sit down. It wasn't like overly difficult. You definitely could get unlucky, but yeah. I think it was quite decent. You could definitely tell that they try to kind of like do something Gwent adjacent. So it took a bit of inspiration from there, I feel like. Even if, you know, the game is still quite different. Yeah, radio trauma. Brings me back to having to go to like, you know, driving school. Because in Germany we have to take quite a few lessons to actually get our driver license. Or like get to the driving test, I guess. And my like driving instructor always played the same radio station with the same freaking songs every time. And I loathed it. Hello, Valovko. Welcome in. And yeah, I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. Playing a bit more AC3. Getting closer to Unity, the start of the game. And playing as young Arno. How are you doing today? Hello, I'm in the best suit. Welcome in, dude. And good day to you as well. How's it going? Oh yeah, very good horse. The best of horses. Yeah, that's one of my bigger pet peeves with the remaster is the whole like audio bug with viewpoints, you know. Because yeah, it just ends up looping the viewpoint music over and over again. And also bugs out the Frontier music as well.
Ja, man.
The German driving instructor should have electric cowboy on. Turn the driver from boy to man.
Ja, man.
Wouldn't even mind that. At least it would have been something different, you know? Sometimes I don't even have to like the music a lot. For me, it's just like also a matter of like variety. Because if I don't like a song too much, I don't need to listen to it multiple times. I'd rather listen to something else that's bad. At least I have something different to listen to. I'm excited for Unity. I definitely 100% am.
Ja, man.
It's gonna be more of a classic Assassin's Creed experience again, which we didn't have for quite a while now. Since they focus so much on the colonial games, which I also really like, but I mean, I love Unity and, you know, exploring Paris and the parkour and stuff. So I'm quite looking forward to it, and I think the French Revolution is also such a good setting for Assassin's Creed especially. So it's gonna be really interesting as a time to dive into. And it's also been quite a bit of time since my last Unity playthrough as well. Oh yeah, did you laugh? Cool. That's a classic, isn't it? I've never played Skyrim, but that's just how it goes for many people that are really into like Skyrim or like Fallout, and you know, they tend to replay the game over and over, and also with different mods and stuff. But I definitely get it. You know, some games I also have played like dozens of times, including, you know, games like AC2. Look at my horse, it's amazing. Give it a lick. Exactly. Do that. Oh, very nice. I'm the best. That's great to hear, dude. I'm glad you're doing well. And I hope the rest of work goes well too. Do you also have Thanksgiving tomorrow, or is that like another day in Canada? Yeah, there is a fix to that, Afro. So either you fast travel, for instance, to the same viewpoint you just synchronized, or you exit out of the enemies and go back in. But essentially, you have to do like a soft reset. And the only way to fix it is by literally like, you know, fast traveling or something. Otherwise, it just keeps on repeating and repeating, and even goes into cutscenes and stuff. Which is quite annoying. Also, thank you for the resub at 46 months. I'm the best suit. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Oh, yes, Sickhead? Yeah, I think same in Germany. Like, we don't have like a huge population, but they've definitely been coming back over here as well. Yeah, one of these days I definitely have to play Skyrim. It would be interesting, you know, coming from like a perspective of nowadays and never having played it before. Will be interesting, you know, how kind of like holds up from a modern standpoint. But in general, I have no issue whatsoever.
Yes, science.
In you know, playing games that are maybe not you know, like considered modern anymore. exactly other, you know. The only thing that would be risky driving to that music is that you vibe so much that you end up swerving or something. Ah, gotcha, Aura. So it's in October then. You have a best suit. That's definitely fair. At least you already had your, you know, kind of like Thanksgiving holiday then. Yeah, I think the game in general is quite light on the ambient music afro, but at least that's for me the fix if I want to get rid of the ambient music playing because of the viewpoint sync. That's like the only solution I found for that in particular. And what people have also been saying online, but I'm not sure how to like trigger actual like, you know, ambient music that's supposed to play though. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Zagat. Glad to send some wolves your way. That's like a stronghold thing. A stronghold tactic. But yeah, I definitely wish it was like, you know, more ambient music sometimes in this game, for sure. Can really add to the atmosphere. Thank you for the lurk, Ave. I saw like the trailer for it, Love Co, but yeah, I have to say I'm not particularly looking forward to it. I haven't really watched much of Attack on Titan, and I'm not like the biggest fan of like those crossover things they're doing. I'd rather have like, you know, meaningful Assassin's Creed content, you know, focus on the lore and all that, but it's definitely more like, you know, kind of like for the fans of like either franchise probably type of thing. Yeah, Dr. Darling. Me lord, we're on our way. I have to say I miss Stronghold a little bit. Just very iconic. What is happening? Der Fug? I'm like still in the open world. Can run around and stuff, but okay then. Snowblind. Arno actually fell into the snow. Arno, Connor. I'm thinking of Unity already. Okay, how far did they port me away now from the Homestead mission? Oh yeah, it was definitely fixed at some point, wasn't it?
Get out of here, man. Let me out of Get back, or put a ball through his temple! Yield, or your friend dies! Yield, or your friend dies!
Nothing that won't mend. Thank you, stranger.
What were they doing?
This lot was dragging me through the countryside trying to make an example of a deserter. Sorry now, who are you?
Connor. A deserter, you say?
Don't much agree with the fight, and I love this country. So there you have it. Name's David Walston. My friends call me Big Dave. Might I ask where you live so I could repay the debt when I'm able? It might take us a while. Us smithies don't earn much coin these days.
Our community is not far from here, and we certainly could use the services of a smith. Would you consider plying your trade there?
Well, it would make repaying you a spot easier. Huh, I just might.
Oh yeah? We finally got ourselves a blacksmith. Time to head back to the homestead. There's not enough gold in the treasury, my lord. The granary stocks are dwindling, my lord. Wood needed. Focus on the law, preposterous. Yeah, these days it probably is preposterous to expect something of the likes. Even in the main games. I do have a sword afro, but unfortunately in the original you can't actually choose from all the weapon types. You have to like equip it either at the homestead or at shops. So I can't, you know, switch to a sword here, which you can do in the remaster. And not only that, in the remaster you can even choose between the different weapons you have per weapon type, right? In the quick menu. In the OG version you can't, so yeah. But I did use the sword quite a bit earlier today, actually. Yield or your friend dies. Yeah, he shouldn't have said that. But hey, that's his loss. Yeah, no kidding, I'm a bastard. It's definitely interesting sometimes when you do the homestead missions in winter time and it clearly seems like, you know, they're meant to be done in like summertime. Like, they'll be freezing the asses off here in these environments. Time for leap of fail. That was a good one. Just save the snow sequences. You always did everything during the rest of the year. I don't blame you. Can definitely be a bit much. Definitely slows down traversal substantially too. Yeah, you can only carry like a sword or an axe or like a blunt weapon. And the hidden blade, the unarmed and tomahawk are kind of like locked in. Well, I guess the tomahawk you could replace with like a short weapon like a dagger. But yeah, this slot is reserved to either like sword, blunt, or heavy weapon. I guess similar to the original kind of like games, like the Ezio games. Yeah, Lucinda. Proper leap of fail there. Planned all along. That was the easiest way to get down. And hey, it worked. Also, thank you for the follow, Coffee Ton.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Get out of the way. Damn elks. Yeah, I wasn't even expecting that, to be honest. I thought we were like friends. But if he wants war, then he can get war. Yeah, that's a tactic I like to use quite often. Like, if you can't engage killing them, then you can use the momentum just after doing the quick time event to get them assassinated afterwards. Otherwise it takes 2 quick time events. But it's a nice way to kind of like make it go a bit faster.
Have a minute, my friend?
Okay, this is something we can take on in this year still. It doesn't really matter when. It's more like a passive quest as well, I think. The Pwelk. Wow, he started it.
Is it coming, Big Dave? You make any progress on the knife? I would like to give it to Miriam soon.
The steel Norris smelted is something else. I've rarely seen such fine metal. The trouble is my old tools aren't hard enough to work in. The ones I need aren't hard to find. A shop or two in New York sell them at a good price. I'd do it myself, but with the regulars after my head, I'll stay here safe and sound if I can.
I have matters to attend to in New York. I will see to it the next time I journey there.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we can combine that with another New York trip. But I keep that in my back pocket here, that mission. Hold on, I can also track his activities now.
Not too much on one side.
It's all right. It's all right.
I just want it to be even.
It's kind of funny that Norris talks about
Good straight.
correcting Big Dave on like the sharpening process, as he's talking about the knife that he wants to give Miriam, but this is actually an axe that he's making, not the hunting knife that Norris actually wants to give to Miriam.
Yes, that's nice. Very nice. Just one last run?
Unless, you know, this axe is just for his personal, you know, kind of like business and
Yes.
The knife will be done later.
It's straight, sharp and straight.
I guess Norris is just in general very concerned about the sharpening process.
Always need to keep the tools of the trade maintained.
Pet quests, yeah, gotta love them. Can't miss them in Assassin's Creed games. The mining axe. Yeah, a pickaxe would be more fitting, I guess. But, I mean, he's probably still having to, you know, shop his own wood and stuff for, like, heating and all that. Maybe it's meant for that.
Look out!
Round afternoon, Connor. Beautiful day.
Everybody's slacking. Nobody's goddamn working. Okay, he's actually working. The doctor's making some notes. That's something. Probably something like that aura, yeah. Wouldn't put it past Norris to kind of like engrave a message into the knife that he's gifting. You wanna go with me?
O'Connor, do you have a moment?
Pig herder.
What is it, Prudence?
I feel silly bothering you with this, but Warren's taken a yield to market in Boston. Could you round up the livestock for me? I've tried, but this baby in my belly takes the wind out of me.
Of course. I will see to it.
Hip! Hip! This way! Not there.
Not there. The way he says it. Like super pissed.
Faster than they look.
I like how delayed the reaction actually is.
Thank you, Connor. I could never have managed that.
It was my pleasure. Are you well?
I am, and I couldn't be happier. Warren and I have been waiting a long time for this. And if truth be told, we could not dream of a better place to raise our family.
Yeah, the lumberjacks do love their fishing, for sure. The perks of living so close to the river, I guess. Alright, I guess it's about time to do some privateering. Also got a decent amount of money here right now that we can invest. First we're gonna send more assassins on missions here. Go for the last one in Georgia. Best quest in the entire franchise. Yeah, it's like peak game design. Are they Afro? I can't remember if they're like different or not. Hip hip. To the left, piggies. Now we're making good time. I'm turning into Paul Revere at the Midnight Ride. Too bad you don't have a lasso on this sequel of Red Dead 1. Don't you mean prequel? But yeah, that would be quite nice to have, not gonna lie. I guess the rope dart has a similar function, just a bit more deadly. It did Afro, yeah, that was in the Hearts of Stone DLC at the wedding. There's a mini game where you have to also like hurt the pigs. Yeah, listener, that's payback. Frederica Naval Action. The Royal Navy has been sighted off the coast of Georgia. Take the Aquila and rally the Patriots' galleys in the area. Capture as many British ships as possible. Alrighty. Let's start working on North Carolina here. Okay, so this didn't succeed earlier, so we're gonna try this again. This time with both of these guys here.
Dr. White called upon us earlier. A very unexpected surprise. One that has put both Prudence and I at ease.
The village is growing, and a healer's services will benefit all.
Indeed. It's hard to explain how I am feeling right now. My wife is resting healthy and safe, full with child in our warm home. The community is kind and attentive, and the land is rich. It was not long ago that such a life was only a dream for us, Connor.
All people deserve to feel safe and free.
Hopefully a day will come when all men of the colony should share your perspective. But it will be a long, hard road. That much is certain.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Just trying to finish things up in the last of the daylight.
Guess they're doing anything but work again. Well, I guess Warren might actually grab something here out of a building. Yeah, seems like they succeeded this time, Afro. But the chance was good enough that they shouldn't have failed. Let's see how we do in the next mission, though. Confusion at Ramsauer's Mill. Two militias are set to clash in Ramsauer's Mill, North Carolina. Neither side has been ordered by Patriot or British command. Brothers, neighbors, and friends will kill each other in the name of liberty. Get there immediately and convince one of the sides to retreat and minimize needless casualties. Lucinda, you just realized I'm doing a discount. It says 4 days left. Did I use up all my hours at once? I didn't sign up anything, honestly. At least I don't remember that I did. Yeah, unless I accidentally clicked something in my affiliate program or something, not sure. But at least I didn't purposefully start a discount, nor am I like too interested in doing one either. But I mean, maybe it's like set on automatic or something. But I could actually have a look real quick. Let me have a look. Ah yeah, subscription discount promotions, is that it? Ah yeah, start a discount promotion. So here it says that I have 0 out of 7 used. They expire December 31st and I have 70 hours remaining. So I guess that's like a discount that Twitch is doing, probably. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't say anything. Ah yeah, I also can't start anything either, because it's saying that I can't start a own gift sub discount while another site-wide one is going on. So it seems to be like, yeah, like something general on Twitch happening right now for that. But interesting. I didn't actually know that existed there. I haven't really looked it up. Also, Lucinda, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community. Immediately took care of that discount there, did you? Thank you so much, Lucinda. I really appreciate it. And congrats to all the ones that got a gift sub there from Lucinda. Over Jolly, Seraph, nice. Jay also got one, Cody and Adam. That's really cool to see. Always nice to have like community members get a gift sub. Thank you so much, Lucinda. I really appreciate it. But yeah, maybe it's like a Thanksgiving thing, or maybe it's like Black Friday related. There's like so many discounts going on at the moment, I feel like. But hey, it's like the perfect time to get some Christmas shopping done. Taking care of those discounts early. Love the discounts. It's definitely nice when you can get one, for sure. Okay, so what is Warren doing? Hello there, Seraph. And hello there, Jay. Welcome in. Yeah, congrats on the
before hanging by the neck until dead appeals to your feeble brain, you idiot.
That's a bit rude, isn't it? I assume it was directed at Lucinda, Seraph. You should be ashamed of yourself. But yeah, congrats on the gift subs, Seraph and Jay. Hope you guys are doing well today. don't think it's coming out anytime soon. Yeah, Warren is trying to use any free minute he's still having before he becomes a father. He woke from a nap to this. That's the first thing you want to see right after waking up. And hear as well. Hello there, Adam. Welcome in as well. Congrats on the gift sub. Alright, let's go ahead and check out some upgrades here for the Aquila. Then it's time for some more privateering. Okay, so far we got the extra cannon, the improved rudder, and the piercing round. Yeah, we can get the first hull reinforcement here, a bit of extra health. And then I think I'm gonna go for either heat shot or grape shot. I quite like grape shot against a multitude of like smaller ships. Yeah, there's definitely still quite a few upgrades here to get. But I haven't really done too much trading either yet, so I haven't really stacked up like loads and loads of money. Most of it comes from just, you know, chests. Alright, we're looking for the mission called Troubled Waters. That's the Louisbourg trading route here. Drive British privateer ships away from the trade route. did it. Where's the UI? Yeah, didn't have any kind of like health UI, did I? Was kind of gone. Targets killed, how dare you kill a ship? Yeah, I mean, they are persons too, you know, ships. They have a soul. That's true, Aura, yeah, it's quite loud. It's also funny because the Homestead missions are very quiet in comparison to the rest of the game, so there's a bit of range between like how loud or quiet some parts of a game is. Yeah, Lucinda. Gotta cover the ears. And thank you for the GGs. Yeah, that's another privateer mission done. Time for the next one, which is raiding the Prospector. Ensure the Prospector doesn't escape with its secrets.
All hands to quarters! Load the great shot! Make ready, boys! Let's go! Wait for it! Reload! Thank you, Magnus! Fire! Ready up to fire! And fire! Make ready! Fire! Swivel! Not what they deserve, mating! Fire! Swivel! Can't do that, Captain! Fire! And fire! Prepare to fire! To the floor with them! March! Wait for fire! We need more speed! Loosen to full sail! Careful, Captain!
Oh yeah, Afro, the infamous grape shot range. I was thinking maybe they're like in max range still, but wasn't quite. I'm not sure if I maybe have something still disabled in the settings for the HUD or something. Because the last time I played this game I had no HUD. Oh. That explains it. So last time I was playing no HUD, right? And I forgot that it also had a separate HUD menu for the naval, which I forgot to turn on. So yeah. Yeah, there you have it. That's why.
Go get that wind! Ready up to fire! Negative, sir! Fire! On my mark! Fire! Fire! Reload those ladies! Be locked, sir! Fire! Fire!
grape shot carried well for sure. It took out like 5 smaller ships like at a time early on. Nice. That's done too. Time for the next mission. One of a kind. Secure the trade route once and for all.
We need more speed. Loosen to full sail.
Yeah, the second time was like 3 or so, but the first time to the right was like 5 at the same time.
Straight ahead, Captain! On my mark! Fire! Can't be done! Not now! Be more! We're taking out the fire! Sorry, sir! No cannon! Fire! Make ready, boys! Fire, swivel!
Yeah, for sure, Afro definitely gets another tactical layer, you know, through the like waiting process of having to reload the cannons and also like, you know, place them in alignment properly. So you definitely have to use that time in between shots like wisely to position yourself, or, you know, maybe take care of some smaller ships with the swivel guns and all that. Oh yeah, Lucinda, that's what I need just now. The Haven backseating. One who never steered his own ship. You're watching the ship health like. Yeah, it was getting a bit low, a bit close there, to be fair. Especially since I also hit the rocks at the end there. Right, and then we have to also secure the Bahamas here. Blistering Dawn. Destroy the British privateers scouting the trade route.
Two quarters! Two quarters!
Ah yeah, I know what you mean, Afro. Yeah, that's true.
Wait for it! March! Switch the great shot! Fire! On my mark!
Got what you deserve, baby!
Fire! Hit it back, knight! Load one round shot! Give me everything! Full sail! Make ready, boys! Let's fly! Not reloaded yet, sir! Ready up to fire! And fire!
That's not a target!
Keep your monster! Half sail! Give me half sail! Bring us a full sail! Fire! Go, lady! Ready, sir! Wait for it! Headwind, clear off! Fire! Our rudders busted right up! Not yet! Give me a word! Make ready, boys! Half sail, men! Half sail! I need full sail! Full sail! Ready up to fire! Fire!
Hello there, Arthur. Welcome in, and good evening. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Doing some naval missions currently in AC3. Catching up on some side stuff at the moment. How's your evening going? Yeah, listener. Too easy. Give me a challenge. A call for help. Respond to the Independence's distress call.
All hands to quarters!
I've almost caught up with the naval missions so far. I think this is going to be the second last in this year. Now this is looking a lot like Black Flag right now.
If we didn't hit another one of those.
The environments here. Also like how I thought it was still in the cutscene before realizing we're already like in, you know, free mode. And then the game locked me into like another kind of like cutscene-esque camera angle and I couldn't move my ship anymore. It's fine.
Let fly, full sail! Full sail! Go get that wind!
Yeah, maybe not just yet, Afro.
Give me half sail! Everything! Can't be done! Not now! Fire! Our wind's slowing us down, and you can't! We're taking damage! I want round shot! And fire! Switch the grape shot! Switch your shot! Fire! It's not possible! Fire! Preparing going down! Fire! And that night! Fire! Come on! On my mark! Sorry, Steve, it's not fire! Ready! Fire! No round shot! I'm okay! Fire front shot! Make that to the next fire! Give me the word! Headwind! They're off!
Ah, gotcha, Arthur. That's definitely fair. I hope the rest of the stuff you have to do with the computer go well. And that you also have a good rest later for sure. Ready for the storm and the giant. Let me actually see when that comes up, because I don't think it happens in this year. Ah yeah, the giant of the storm is gonna be 1777, so we still got another year there. I'm honestly a bit glad that I don't have to do it tonight. It will give me a bit of time to also upgrade my Aquila a bit further. But yeah, we got one more naval mission to do here. The search for the Somerset. Round shot is too good. Yeah, it's definitely a nice all-round tool, because if you don't charge the cannons, then they still have like a pretty good spread radius. Because sometimes you don't want to have like too much of a focus shot, especially the further away the ships are. That's another kind of like tactical layer to the different weaponry of the Aquila. That's quite nice. Like how much actually charging a certain, you know, cannon type. Locate and destroy the privateer ship, the Somerset. The weather and the waves are definitely quite, like, making it quite a bit trickier, since you always have to adjust yourself to the rogue waves and stuff. But I definitely feel like also the optional objectives of getting the weak point hits can be a bit tricky to set up sometimes. Like, so it's not getting to a level that they're being destroyed, but expose a weak point.
Sharp, Captain! Give me everything! Wait for it! Can't do that, Captain! On fire! 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 Make ready, boys!
where's target number 6? Oh, there you are.
We're fighting the wind, sir.
I mean, that wasn't too bad. Didn't even have an objective related to the fight either. Alright, that means we're now fully caught up with the naval stuff. Minus the pack leg mission. That's one we can still do, and that isn't related to ah yeah, now we have a giant in the storm unlocked. But yeah, that will happen in 1777 with trade route. But yeah, the pack leg mission we haven't unlocked yet. We still need more trinkets, so we can use the time between Homestead missions and going to New York to take care of, you know, getting the rest of the trinkets unlocked. That we still need. But for now we can just focus on Homestead stuff. Which means going to New York and I guess also Boston. There could be something that's unlocked in Boston, maybe? Let me think. Yeah, we still have to get Ellen, but I don't remember if Ellen is unlocked in New York or in Boston. I think I'm just gonna head to New York for now, honestly. Because we also have to go there for Big Dave's mission, and we can also now start working on recruiting the assassins in New York, officially. Yeah, that's usually similar to my tactic as well. I throw kind of like immobilizing the ships and then shooting the front of them with non-charge shots. But even then I had like moments where it still, you know, didn't trigger the weak point, unfortunately. So sometimes it can still take me like 1 or 2 extra tries. And I think we need another 6 or so trinkets overall. So still a few. But yeah, if she's in New York, that's definitely convenient. So we have like multiple reasons to go there at the moment, and we can really combine them. It means also saving some time, not having to go back and forth too much. With no fast travel. It's definitely a dead end here. But it's definitely nice to have 2 hotzers for sure. Reloading one of the guns can still take quite a bit of time. Finally, I can track a lumberjack activity. It's the first one.
Bonjour.
The best quality he's seen.
I can't believe it! After all these years!
I knew you'd find something, Norris.
Find something? What did he find? It's really cool, like all the small events, you know, between homesteaders. But I didn't really get the full context here.
These planks are a pleasure to work with.
It's not Encyclopedia of a Common Man. The Stalking of a Common Man. Yeah, that's pretty apt. But it wouldn't be the first time that a main character in Assassin's Creed has stalked a person they're caring about. Looking at you, Ezio. And Christina. Social stalking, one of the core tenets, indeed. Stalk in plain sight. What the fuck? Fucking hell. I have like notoriety level 3 and he like immediately shot me. Get on the horse, please. I don't wanna kill him either because that would just raise my notoriety level further. And there's also a dog that wants to kill me too. The dog isn't giving up. Sorry, but your owner asked for it. Now the dog and I are best friends. Come with me, dog. I'm show you how to live. We're gonna hunt together now. Look, he's actually quite happy. He's not even trying to attack me. Okay, never mind. He hates me. What is happening here? Does it afro? I wasn't too sure. If there wasn't a way to kind of like increase it. Friends forever, until you get out of friendly range. Pretty much that, yeah. Why are you running, sir? Sir, I just wanted to ask a question. Gotcha, Afro. Yeah, I was kind of like thinking that it would. But then it doesn't matter. Alright, we are in New York and there's lots and lots to do between Homestead missions, assassination, contracts and all of that. I want to talk first to my liberation contracts before we do any of the missions for them. Just so we get like a proper introduction, so gonna start with this one over here. The only place you can go anonymous is Valley Forge and your village. Not sure about the village. Gotcha, yeah. I didn't spend too much attention to it last time, I don't think. I can keep my eyes open for next time we are at the village. It would make sense if we were, or would be, anonymous there. Considering it's kind of like a safe space.
Might I have a word? Name's Dobby Carter. Couldn't help but notice you're getting involved in the goings-on in our borough. Thought we might be of service to each other.
What is happening here?
Ever since the war kicked off, merchants have been demanding high prices for the good of the cause. Profiteering is what that is. It's high time the folks round the way got a fair shake.
How can I help?
That easy. That's a change. Set these up nearby when you get a chance. It's part of a bigger plan I got. Come see me when you're done.
Alrighty. Let's start doing that.
If you could spare a bite for these two, chase us and beat us when they can. If you could draw them away, we could take just enough to fill our bellies for the night. Still too close, mister. Draw them out farther. Thanks, mister.
I love doing that move where you just pick them up and smash them to the ground. Like a standing high profile takedown with a fist equipped. Just like Hulk Slam.
I don't much care where you find it. Just get me the money, or you'll suffer the consequences and be removed from your home. It's not complicated.
But I never did nothing for you. Why do I owe you anything?
You owe what you owe, and there's nothing else to be said about it. Pay me, or my associates will discharge you and your family from your residence. By force. Your choice.
I don't want to deal with anybody. I've never seen any of you before in my life.
Oh, good day, sir. Have you come to pay this gentleman's debts? How nice of you.
Oh yeah, I have. There. They're paid.
Bloody business that one. But I thank you nonetheless. I can rest easy knowing this extortionist won't be back threatening my family.
Oh yeah, Afro? Yeah, Deborah is a really cool assassin too. I quite like her backstory. I feel like she and Connor could definitely also be a potential like matchup. Who's shaken down for us? Suplex got it. Hello, Bioshock, welcome in. Good afternoon.
I don't much care where you find it. Just get me the money, or you'll suffer the consequences and be removed from your...
Yeah, the debt was paid in blood. And here's another one waiting for us.
Oh, good day, sir. Have you come to pay this gentleman's debts? How nice of you.
Follow your life!
Darling, take the children and stay out of sight.
Bloody business that was. But I thank you nonetheless. I can rest easy knowing this extortionist won't be back threatening my family.
Another one. These are evil times. If you could spare a bite first, beat us for begging. Just distract him for a moment, and we'll take what we need.
Yeah, gonna wait for these guards to pass here.
Too many eyes on us.
I also got caught actually if they, you know, make a comment about so many guards being here.
Still too close, mister. Draw him off farther.
You have but one you, and so you die. Oh no, you don't. Support the community. St. Mary's will be raising funds to repair storm damage.
Mister, please, can you... praise be to God. Mister,
Ah, never mind. This is related to another assassin here. Let me just... No, it's not. This is part of the same zone. Never mind. Let's do this then.
Mister, please, can... praise be to God. I was reaping my yield and these lobsterbacks attacked me. I mean only to sell my produce in the borough. Please, they sent for reinforcements when I fought back. I only need to finish the harvest, and I cannot rebuff them alone.
Oh yeah, the harvest in deep winter time. I think it was still having some carrots and potatoes or something. Or late like pumpkin yield.
danger. This food will sell fast at a regular price. Those men have been seizing everything and driving up the cost. It's not right.
It's not right. Okay, let's make our way over here to the trinket. We're still in the same zone. Gonna come across activities naturally here.
Oh.
Guards come down thoroughfare. Oh, seems like there's about to be a crime here. Let's head back. I got a sixth sense for discovering crime and acting on instinct.
Now there's something one doesn't see every day.
Do you think that was intended to be a quest you do when it's not winter time in the frontier? Absolutely, yeah. I definitely think it's supposed to be in summertime. Unfortunately, the game screwed me up a little bit, so that I had no choice as to do all of these missions in winter time. Because the game was forcing me into like a whole sequence and having to play through the entire sequence. And when I finally had the agency to decide when I wanted to do the missions, it was like winter time, and now I have to do them at this point, otherwise we would have to advance the main story. So it did screw up my timeline a little bit in this year, but it's not too bad though. But yeah, it kind of means I have to do all of the missions, all of the side missions at least, that I want to do in winter. It was really annoying because I was like thinking, okay, I'm gonna end my stream in the Homestead, and then next time I can do so much Homestead and naval missions. But when I logged back into the game was teleporting me straight to New York and starting the sequence that I can't back out of. Which was really odd, you know, the fact that they put me from the Homestead to New York. But yeah, that kind of like happened.
You could spare a bite first.
But if I had the choice, I definitely would have done this in the summertime.
We'll take what we need.
Hey!
What about the underground in the historical run? That's not something I have to do, but I will do every now and then. Kind of like go for the underground and explore a bit, but I'm not doing it to like 100% or something. Only the missions. And I mean not even all the missions either, like I'm not forced to do the assassination contracts, the border missions, and I don't have to do the frontiersman missions either. Like I do them if I come across them, but they're not really tied to like any specific year or something. So yeah, I didn't include them as part of a timeline. It would Afro, yeah. So when we do the next main story mission of this game will be after the next 3 liberation missions. Actually coming up next once we finish with all of the stuff here in New York. And then we have a whole Unity and Rogue thing happening. Then we have the rest of Liberation happening. And only then will we jump back into AC3 to actually do more side content and then finally do more main story. So the whole Valley Forge thing happens quite late, at least after all these events happening. So the whole like Valley Forge stuff happens in like early 1778. So we're still like more than a year away from the next main story mission here. So there's quite a time jump, I guess.
Just get me the money.
between the main story missions here in sequence 7 and 8.
Oh, good day, sir. Have you come to pay this gentleman's debt?
Darling, take the children and stay out of sight. Bloody business that was, but I thank you nonetheless. I can rest easy knowing this extortionist won't be back threatening my family. Mister, please, can you help? Praise be to God. I was reaping my yield and these lobsterbacks attacked me. I mean only to sell my produce in the borough. Please, they sent for reinforcements when I fought back. I only need to finish the harvest, and I cannot rebuff them alone.
We're still in the year 76 at this point. But the whole Valley Forge, sequence starts happening in, early 78.
Been seizing everything and driving up the cost. It's not right.
It's not right. Alright, we need one more.
I'd best not worry about here.
Exactly, Aura. We have to all harvest it at the same time in winter. That's how it works. Yeah, the sword animations are really satisfying. I do love that front row as well. It's like a very Connor specific move, combining that kind of like jump, agility with a stab. Something that would look weird on like Haven or something, but for Connor quite fitting. But I do really like how Haven and Connor have like separate sword animations. Haven looks really elegant with a sword, whereas Connor is much more visceral. Yeah, we need one more farmer, unfortunately. But right now I have no idea where one would be. What's the viewpoint here? Come on. Let me bribe you. Thank you. Okay. Now we're spawned. It's still in the zone, isn't it? Yeah.
Hello! Get out here, lads! Mister, please! Praise be to God! I was reaping my yield and these lobsterbacks attacked me. I mean only to sell my produce in the borough. Please, they sent for reinforcements when I fought back. I only need to finish the harvest, and I cannot rebuff them alone. Regular price. Those men have been seizing everything and driving up the cost. It's not right.
The way Connor's standing there.
None of your business.
I can even shoot from here now. That's OP. You have a height advantage. Alrighty. So, that means we can now finally go ahead and get Deborah as a recruit to the assassins. Meanwhile, we can also do some more contracts here. In North Carolina, we can try to do the second mission again. And this one just to get a bit of XP there. Oh yeah, that's one thing that Connor learned from his father. Gotta show off while synchronizing a viewpoint. Doesn't matter if you're Templar or Assassin. If you synchronize a viewpoint, you gotta look stylish. The King's College. The King's College first opened on the first floor of a Trinity School in 1754, but it moved to the building that you see here in 1760. This building survived a fire in 1776, but it wasn't being used as a school at the time. It had been shut down under the orders of the Continental Army and turned into a hospital. It didn't open again until the war ended, when it was given a new name, Columbia College. Another example of the word king falling out of favor among Americans. Unless it involves burgers, of course, which just sums up your people. The college stayed here until the mid-19th century when it moved to Midtown. The building's cornerstone was moved to the new location, but the rest was torn down and the land underneath was sold at a tidy profit, which is the history of much of downtown New York. He doesn't have to T-pose up there, but he does. He doesn't have to, but it just looks so much cooler if he does. At least he thinks so. Yeah, maybe it's one of those things where they didn't bother doing like an extra animation, or they didn't have the time or something. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, they could have just stayed like this, right? That's like the classic assassin synchronized pose here. Just make him, you know, stay like this. Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft definitely loves reusing assets also across different, you know, games and studios even. I mean, it makes sense, you know, I don't think reusing assets necessarily is a problem. It just, you can tell sometimes when it is fitting to do so and other times where it was clearly just like a shortcut, you know. And maybe it seems a bit lazy because it doesn't really fully fit, you know, the character. But yeah, sometimes they're definitely necessary, I guess, to speed up development. Okay, let's get Deborah recruited here. Hoarding provisions.
While you were putting a stop to this madness, I was sniffing out who's responsible.
His tactics are familiar to me.
Is that right? Well, don't know who the man is. But he's not for Patriots nor British. He's got a fortified camp built around the main water supply in the area. All the seized crops, all the meat, everything is being moved there. Then resold at dizzying prices.
How do we get in?
I got some local men ready to get in on the fight.
Is there a reason you're acting the blind cuddy?
Now we have the lure ability. We can send onto these guys there. We even get the money that she's stealing. Ah, yeah. Classic. She lures them to the other side. Couldn't even double assassinate. Great. Thought at least she will put them in a position where I can double assassinate them. Not even that. It was the most useless lure I've ever seen. We just wait for that temper to return here.
He was a madman?
Not mad. Beguiled by a set of dangerous but attractive ideals.
Is that right? And who exactly are you?
Someone who seeks to relieve men like him of their power.
And after seeing what you can do, I'll leave it at that. But if you ever need an extra blade, I'll stand by you.
I always like an extra blade. Alrighty, that's assassin number 4 recruited. Let's make our way to the next Homestead mission here. Yeah, that flash widescreen there. It's like my eyes. It blinded me. Yeah, at least 2 hidden blades. Like 2 hidden wrist blades, and then I would also like to have 2 foot blades as well. Like Chow Yun has. Deborah Dobby Carter. Deborah Carter was a courier in New York City at the time of Revolution. She's the daughter of a merchant, Amos Carter, who was locally known for owning and bankrupting numerous businesses and racking up significant debts. Deborah was turned onto the streets at the age of 10 and took up work as an errand runner, disguising herself as a boy to do it, hence the nickname Dobby. Many of the tradesmen she worked for knew who she really was, but pretended to be fooled by the disguise. Possibly at first because they understood that her other options were limited, but later because she was quick, reliable, and intelligent. As a teenager, Dobby had to drop her disguise, but she kept her nickname. She continued her career carrying messages and began negotiating contracts between businesses. She became something of a community icon, making sure the poor in the neighborhood had food and clothing and fighting against merchants who were charging exorbitant prices for staple items. A bit like Robin Hood, though when Dobby wore tights, no one giggled. And it was as a community icon that she met Connor. Incidentally, if I'm not being completely figurative, when I say she was fighting merchants, she wasn't averse to throwing a punch or two when it was necessary, particularly in her own defense, or the defense of others in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's right, her nickname is actually Dobby. I'm free. The liberation of Dobby has begun.
Can I assist you, sir?
Yes, you can. Gotta get some citizen mission items. The ebony hammer handle. This durable wooden hammer handle is made from pure ebony. Its balanced handle and perfect grip make it a pleasure to use. So that's for Big Dave here. As well as the hardened steel hammerhead. This hardened steel hammerhead will allow you to work even the hardest metal, an essential tool for the professional blacksmith.
How'd that get in there?
That is a question.
Captain's on a warpath for that deserter. What's his name? Big Man or some such thing?
Big Dave. Did in a whole unit escaping, they say. Dave's in for a rough ride, seems to me.
Okay, we're still looking for the assassin contract here before we do any assassin liberation missions. Let's get a viewpoint. Rubbing the hands together because it's cold, but your brain saw them cooking up their next diabolical plan. That's really funny. You know, when my nephew was really small, like still at the age where I could easily kind of like influence him with kind of like certain gestures or something he would imitate. I trained him to do that move, you know, of like rubbing his hands. So he looks like a evil 3 to 4-year-old that's scheming up some plans. And then I made him do it to his parents. Ah yeah, I got a lot of kids at that impressionable age. I don't even understand it themselves, but they still like to do it. Got an assassin party here. Okay, still haven't unlocked the location of the other contract here. Let's get another viewpoint. If you like remember Rod doing this part in this disarm challenge and having a hard time staying alive, at least you happen to remember this particular corner with all the graves. I gotcha. Yeah, there's definitely a few of those missions, you know, where having to deal with like lots of guards at the same time can really backfire quickly, especially if they're like chaining together attacks. And sometimes you're like in the middle of like, you know, dealing with one attack. What the fuck? I'm anonymous and they just attacked me all of a sudden. What have I done? That can be quite tricky if you have to deal with like multiple inputs. Ah, right, there's another chest here, that's why. Yeah, my existence is enough. That's some flexing if I ever saw it. Holding the balance here. Imagine if you could do that move while synchronizing the viewpoint. I really don't give up. Never mind, they did. Especially when you attract the attention of an entire battalion. Yeah. Okay, there's a guard dog here. I don't want to kill the dog, so we can just sneak behind. And it's fine. As long as you don't get to the dog from the front. There's even medicine for hysteria that you can craft in this game. They really have it all. Still the only game where you can craft hysteria medicine, and it will also stay the only game, I'm quite sure. You can't even craft it stuff in Red Dead Redemption 2.
The finest cloaks from the old country. A modicum of Prudence might be in order.
There must be another treasure here or something. Because I've been yet again attacked for no reason.
Beaver, fox, or wolf skin, whatever fur suits you, we have the finest hats.
Help me! Mister! My mother needs help, please! Please help her!
Cutting ties.
Where is your mother?
Follow me.
I guess you want a beating!
Leave.
That wasn't necessary. I can handle myself. When he returns, he'll try and give me twice the thrashing.
Why would you stay with such a man?
This is my house and business. It's my tailoring that paid for this place. I'll take his drunken buffoonery over leaving behind what I've built.
If I told you there was another place where you could live and work, free of him, would you consider it?
The catch?
No catch. Our village is growing and in need of all forms of trade. Just business and a new life.
I'll come and see if what you say is true.
Yeah, leave a bastard behind. Alright, we got another trinket here. There shouldn't be too many left now until the next Peg Leg mission. Let's see if it says in a second how many we're missing. Ah yeah, 2 more. Okay, we're still looking for the liberation context to talk to here. Which means I'm just gonna get viewpoints until we find them. St. Paul's Chapel. This chapel opened in 1766 as an extension of a Trinity Church, which is slightly farther down Broadway. Unlike Trinity Church, St. Paul's was saved from the Great Fire by local bucket brigades. The original building still stands today, making it one of the oldest churches in Manhattan. During the Revolution, St. Paul's was known for loyalist leanings. It's Episcopalian, which is a subset of Anglican, which remember is the Church of England. You can probably guess whose side they were on. Church services specifically prayed for the king and the royal family, which you can imagine wasn't too popular with the revolutionaries who were occupying the town in 1776. After the war ended, there was a turnaround in the church's politics. The rector and some of the more loyalist congregants left New York, and it became more patriot-friendly. George Washington attended the service here on his inauguration day and kept attending while he lived in New York, which probably went a long way towards repairing the church's reputation among the patriot population. Great Fire of New York. Date September 21st, 1776. The Great Fire destroyed as much as a quarter of the buildings in New York and caused a housing crisis that lasted as long as the British occupation of the city. New York at the time was largely deserted. First, Loyalists had moved out as the Continental Army moved in, and then the Continental Army left and many of the Patriots went in with it. Many buildings were empty and the conditions were dry, so when the flames started, they spread quickly, ripping through the poorer sections of the city and seeming to spread to several places at once. This is probably part of what caused rumors that the Continental Army was responsible. Such a big fire couldn't have been an accident. Except it seems it was. There's no proof that the rebels were involved at all. Washington had considered setting fire to the city as he retreated, but Congress had voted against it. Washington was fairly clear in his writings about the event. Providence, or some good honest fellow, has done more for us than we were disposed to do for ourselves. That is, wasn't us, but I'm not sorry it happened. Of course he isn't. Yeah, Washington, he set fire to quite a few places, including a lot of indigenous villages. They called him the Town Destroyer, in fact. There was another time for 7 Years' War. Sure, Georgie. Yeah. Good excuse. You wanna run away? So what, the lure function is just completely bugged or what? Or she doesn't find a way to go somewhere different? Never mind then. Kill. What if they detect me? Stupid. They didn't see me. Well, I guess we're doing this now. America. So patriotic. With that music too. Let's get these British out of here. Lobster backs. This one's a bit tricky, position-wise. Jesus Christ, that was the hardest one yet. It was also like an awkward position in which I had to hold the sticks or triggering the like the right trigger. Trying to open the lock. But yeah, at least the chests and the forts always give some really good money.
Also, in today's New York Mercury, I will never obey. Aristocrats ruining our lives. I will not be treated as a slave. As they, I will
It's definitely in the burning, like burned down part of New York somewhere. The Trinity Church. It's unfortunate you're too late to see Trinity Church before it burned. Construction on a new church won't start until 1788. Trinity is a bit of an institution in New York, especially in the late 18th century. The church founded both the Trinity School and the King's College, which later became Columbia University. St. Paul Chapel is another offshoot of the church. You can't get a better indication of how loyalist New York was than that. It had two branches of the same Anglican church operating within blocks of one another. Captain William Kidd, yes, the famous pirate, lent some of his ship's equipment to help build the original church. The one you see here burned, which was nice of him. Many people these days consider many pirates to have been rather progressive, socialist, with community-minded consciences, which rather few takes away from the mystique. It's like finding out Genghis Khan had solar panels. Anyway, Kidd had even reserved a pew here, though he left New York before he ever got to sit in it. The church building in modern-day New York is the third Trinity building. When it was finished in 1846, it was the tallest building in New York. Of course, it's at the corner of Wall Street, so you can imagine how tall it looks now compared to the local skyscrapers, showing you who really has the influence now. You know, this kind of reminds me of like London when I've been there recently. Because there's been like so many churches we saw like in between, you know, really tall buildings that were almost like hidden as a result. Even though they initially have been built with the idea that they're kind of like, you know, guiding buildings and also like sound wave wise, right? Like churches were built to kind of like reach to certain kind of like ranges. But if you have like, you know, other buildings kind of like blocking the sound wave paths, then that doesn't work as successfully anymore. But we of course also passed the time where, you know, the church bells held like a great significance. But it was quite interesting, like especially in the financial district, as here, you know, they talk about Wall Street. London also has a financial district and how many skyscrapers there are and how they're like hiding some of the churches entirely. Yeah, that's right, Afro. Where's Hope's mansion and Chase headquarter? Not accurate. AC3 should totally have had that and considered it. Even though Rogue came much later.
Liam.
Like 2 years. I make me own New York. Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. I never had that happen. That was like perfect. It was like a synchronize into leap of fail. But it didn't even synchronize the viewpoint. It didn't actually save it. Because you have to finish the actual animation.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Well, I guess you saw that move that Connor is doing isn't actually the safest after all. Or maybe he slipped off because it's like, you know, in the middle of winter. Who knows? There you go, Connor. You did it. Yeah, aura farming gone wrong. Feels bad. Either way, this is gonna be where we call it for tonight in this session of AC3. We're gonna worry about finding the context next time. context next time. I guess we're like further to the south here, but yeah, we haven't unlocked the locations yet. Because I would really like to kind of like trigger their dialogues before we do any liberation missions for them. And yeah, the plan is that next time we will definitely finish the remaining side content in AC3 that we have to do up until this year. Then we're gonna jump back into Liberation for 3 main story missions set between like September and October 76. Then we're jumping yet again back to AC3 for 2 naval missions. And they're both 2 of the main naval missions in the game. And then we're finally having that Unity and Rogue crossover. So it could be, depending how long the next stream is gonna be, that we will do all that in the next stream actually. That we have AC3, Liberation, Unity and Rogue in one stream. But we'll see how it goes.
You just killed yourself, Adky.
There's still definitely a bit to do here. And I feel like also the traveling back to the Homestead and back to New York and back to the Homestead will also take a bit of time for sure. Because I think we have to now, like for the Homestead at least, head back again. And then I think Ellen would tell us about grabbing something in New York for her. So yeah, I'll probably have to kind of like do a few trips back to back. But yeah, we're gonna worry about that next time. For tonight, let's leave it here. And let's have a look who's online and who we could raid tonight. No worries for the stream, Lucinda. Thank you for being here and for joining us today. Thank you also so much again for the 5 gift subs as well to the community. I really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, I actually see it now, that discount you were talking about. But yeah, really weird. Like I definitely didn't trigger this. But I thank you again so much for gifting those subs to the community. No worries for the stream, Aura. Thank you also for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Catch you next time, Seraph. And yeah, remember, I do also have insults for you. I can't trigger them unfortunately while I'm playing AC3, at least with my shortcuts. But I can do it now.
I'll string you up.
That sums it up.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Good night, Afro. Catch you next time, dude. Thank you also for being here.
You little punk.
Twitch put out an official notification while you were streaming. It's until December 1st. Gotcha. Yeah, so many deals right now. Until the 1st of December. They're really capitalizing on everyone getting the payout. Hello there, Maxi. I was actually hoping to raid you. I was just like saying, oh, Maxi is playing some Watch Dogs 2. I wonder how that's going, and I would love to see some of it. But if you're also ending, then yeah, we could maybe search for someone together. How was Watch Dogs 2, dude? I hope you had a good time. Let's see. I mean, Amita is playing some Death Stranding. So yeah, I think that would probably be my choice. Yeah, I think Amita. If that's alright with you. I'm just gonna double check if Amita's going for much longer, because I think on like weekdays he's not going more than 4 hours. But yeah, I think he will probably go for like another 50 minutes or so. So should be good. Oh yeah, Maxi, I'm glad to hear it. Glad you're enjoying it. It's really definitely like, it's writing fun quite big for sure. But I quite like the vibe of Watch Dogs 2. Doesn't take itself like too serious either sometimes. Before we go and raid out, I want to give some shoutouts to Lucinda, who's currently doing her first-ish playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. Maxi, who's currently doing his first ever playthrough of Watch Dogs 2. Jay, who's currently playing for Darksiders 2, the Definitive Edition. And also Ave, who's currently, or he's just been recently finishing his playthrough of Dispatch. Oh yeah, no worries, Maxi. I definitely get it with like streaming at the same time and stuff. No worries of a shout out, Lucinda. More than happy to give you one. No worries, Ava, for the stream and the shout out. Thank you for being here, dude. Thank you also for posting raid emotes into chat. And yeah, if you wanna join us with a raid over to a meetup, then feel free to copy and paste the raid emotes that Arthur put into chat there. And yeah, I will catch you guys very soon for the rest of the side content in AC3 in this year. And then very soon some Liberation, Unity and Rogue. Until next time, take care.